Alright, greetings Internet Sojourners and welcome back to Monsters and Memories Day 2 of the December 9th through 10th playtest. I'm your host, the MMocracy, and we are back in the Shaded Dunes. We're sitting at level 7 and about 3/4 the way to level 8. And the plan for today is to try to hit level 8, get our new spells, test them out, and hopefully just see a little bit more of this game before it does inevitably turn off whenever the playtest concludes today. Sometime this evening. I don't actually know. The time is a little bit irrelevant to me because I don't plan to play all the way up until the end of the playtest personally. I streamed for 10 hours yesterday, so just kind of little tired, little burnt, but muscling through. I've got the overlay hidden. I've got the webcam hidden so I can continue to record footage for my YouTube for later. And I've got all of my streams up, all 10 hours of the streams from yesterday up on my YouTube as well. So if you're watching from YouTube, thank you for your viewership. And for those of you that joined me here on Twitch, thank you as well. So yeah, right now working on this Necromancer. He's level 7. We're still rocking that level 4 pet. He's starting to kind of show his age, I guess you could say, his level. I think he's actually level 5. So he was really good when I first got him, and then now he's starting to kind of take a little bit more of a beating. And that's just the way things work in these types of games. The spell levels are huge. They get you a big jump in power, and then you kind of have to muscle through it when you hit the final leg up until the next spell level, which for me is at level 8. But yeah, super excited to be here. Beautiful Sunday morning where I'm at. Cooked some biscuits and gravy for the girlfriend and I, and then told her I was going to get on here. I did a little bit of grinding off stream just to try to make some money. I have all my money in the bank, but I'm up to like 20 silver, which is a lot for me. And hopefully enough to buy all of the spells that I need at level 8. And now we're out here in the dunes. People were putting campfires out here, but no campfires anymore, and I don't have the stuff to make one. So I'm just gonna kind of muscle through it with the old pet here. You can rename your pets, but I've noticed the pet name goes away whenever you hit a zone line, but we can go ahead and rename him to Lobober. I've noticed everybody's given their pets like EQ randomized pet names, which I think is kind of funny. I think it would be a cool nod if they maybe automatically got a goofy name like that, and then you could rename them whenever you wanted to. There's all kinds of little hidden nods, like the Dunes Madmen out here are like nuclear caster mobs. They will wreck your stuff. We ran into one last night, and that's on I think part 3 of the video series that I've made so far. Then part 4 was me going into Sungreet Strand with a group, and we did some Goblin Fort antics there, and I've got some great ideas. I'm actually super excited to make the video recap for this. It's like, I think I'm gonna shift directions in how I normally make YouTube videos, where I'd probably not gonna talk as much, and I'm gonna just kind of make it more of a visual and auditory experience versus a narrative one. But there'll still be talking. Yeah, it's gonna be a little bit more focused on the, I guess you could say, the entertainment value versus the introspection and commentary. But it's been such a fun playtest for me that I feel the need to make a fun video. The last couple playtests were not like as fun focused because there was still a lot of issues like with lag and rubber banding, and then video issues that I feel have mostly been, I don't want to say completely resolved, but the game has gotten to a much more playable state, at least for me, on the hardware that I have. So I'm able to really just enjoy playing the game, and that's what I've been doing. So I want to make a fun video because I've been having fun. But we need to get to level 8. We're 80% there. It's probably going to take another probably 30 or 40 minutes. I've got all kinds of good, like, key moments where we, you know, did this group that I was with last night that I have good ideas for. So kind of writing like a little bit of a synopsis as I play. And it's a little bit quieter today. The server pop is starting to pick up, but it was a lot more people yesterday than there is right now. But it is still a little bit early. It's starting to get into midday on the East Coast. I know they are doing at 1 p.m. they're doing some sort of like event that I need to check out. 1 p.m. Eastern, which is in about an hour. So I'll be doing that. And yeah, we're just trying to make some money there for a while. I was off stream just vendoring everything that I got because we had 2 silver, and I know that my spells are going to cost more than that. That's mainly because while grouping, I just wasn't grabbing. It's a good shot there. I just wasn't grabbing any loot. I feel like I have this shot already, but we can always get more. Let's get more of the sky. I love how the skybox moves while you're or while time progresses in the game too. I think that's so cool. Such a neat touch. Definitely got that long med time. Might as well capture more of that beautiful shot there. The downtime is definitely there from EQ. But I think that's just kind of part of the experience. I think it has a little bit of an additive effect because people do different things during the downtime, whether it's, you know, talking to each other or while they're grouping, or if you're soloing, you know, having that video on or whatever to kind of keep you company. That's, I think, the style that a lot of people that will play this game, I don't think they're going to complain too much about the downtime. I also turned in like 40 or 50 bone chips earlier, and my bar didn't move like at all. But now the clerics do love me. Like, I'm amicable in that cleric guild. But it was kind of weird because I think I was like amicable after only a couple bone chip turn-ins, so not sure how they plan to do like the faction system, but if it's going to require a lot of grinding or if it's just you turn in a couple quests and you're going to be good to go, I'm not sure. can see the will-o-wisps out there in the distance. I've only seen them at night. I'm not sure if they come out during the day and I'm just not able to see them, or if it's like a night-only mob. The experience here for a solo player is slow and steady. And I just pull him right here on top of this rock, and it seems to do the trick. I know I've seen at least one mob path up onto this rock, but it's not super dangerous up here. See if we can nab this skeleton. I'm just doing a lot of life tapping to try to keep my pet from taking too much damage. Trying to keep the focus on me. It didn't really work on this skeleton, because the pet's starting to get beat up pretty easily by the mobs. Have yet to figure out what the Incarnal Residue is for. Somebody told me it was part of the newbie quest series for the Necromancer, which unfortunately I destroyed my newbie Necromancer note that you're supposed to give to the Guildmaster, because I went to turn it in and he just wouldn't take it. So this was the very first playtest I was in, and I was like, it must be broken. And I didn't keep it because I needed the inventory space, because you don't start with any pouches. Now I've got a full thing of pouches here, plus the Shifty Scrap Pack that also works as a pouch. It's actually a medium size. I think these are small. So this is actually a good thing to get if you're playing. You'll find the Shifty Gnome in Night Harbor. He's outside the West Gate. And hail him, get his quest, and... oh wait, it's still small, but it's a 6-slot small. He'll give you that. And then you can use that as a pack. So about 30 more minutes of steady grind out here, and then I'll be going to the Necromancer Guild once more for my second spell level on the playtest. Starting to see some level 11s. I think we may have a 12. Yep, we got at least one 12. No 13s. Got a handful of 11s. Wolfer and I grouped with him last night. He's in Ekir. We found the entrance to Ekir. That's actually where we were grouping. He's been... I don't think he even slept. I don't know. If he slept, it wasn't for very long. Uh-oh. Where's this snake? I can't see him. There he is. Oh, that's not good. And try to fear? Okay. We were gonna try to fear her, but... or him, whatever the Ashira genders themselves as, but... looks like we're okay. They were like inside the terrain down there. I asked Wolfrin what was in Ekir. They said lots of goblins. That's intriguing. I actually kind of want to go there before the playtest is over, but I don't know if I'll be able to. I definitely want to do some work on um, this video. Oh, they're in there with a bunch of level 6, 7, 8s. Dang. Oh, Anthral's in there. I grouped with him last night. It's a long run out there, but it would be kind of cool to see. I'm actually going to say they want to rep. That would be a neat thing to do before the conclusion of the playtest. You said the enchanter isn't staying long. I don't if they end up going, it's kind of a race. Just letting them know I'm trying to get my level 8 spells because I mean it's a long run out there. It's not one of those things where I could hit 8, come back. Oh, we got a jackal coming up here. See if he's probably gonna aggro from right there. Yep. Trying to give my pet some time to heal. You can't make your pet sit down to get health back any faster. But yeah, if they end up inviting me, I would just ask them to hold that slot, and I will definitely run out there. Might be difficult getting past the guards on the way in, but I do have Feign Death. It would just be risky. And as much as I like the music, I'm gonna play my own music in the background here. I've been on the hunt for different tracks to put the video to. Let's see if we can get to level 8 and then get to Ekir, even though there is supposed to be a event going on at 11. So there's kind of competing interests here in my mind of like, what should I do? Should I do the quest event at 11? Should I go to Ekir, get some good footage of that? Could I do both? It's one of those things where I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to stream and play this all day. I got other stuff I need to do. And then now I'm like, I need to do both of those things. So that was weird. feel like if I had a campfire, this would be going a lot faster, but I do not see any. That's just a giant fire beetle. I was looking around, so people have been dropping campfires out here, but no campfire here. This has kind of like been Orc Hill slash Enro dervish camp type vibe. There's usually been campfires kind of in this area. That way people gather up here and level together. Really excited for this game. Like, I think they're really onto something. This is nailing it for me. I could see myself once it comes out playing it for years to come as a good like segue from kind of the EQ Project 1999 that I've been doing over the past decade slash WoW Classic. Get some kind of new, fresh MMO like experiences in. New world to explore, kind of more up to date as far as graphics. New lore to learn. There's a lot of goodness here. We're coming up on 90%. I do need to look at the Discord and see have they talked about the event? Just asked in the Discord where the event is happening. We'll see if anybody knows. Hmm. Yeah. Surprised nobody's shown up out here. I honestly feel like even a duo would probably get better experience here. These are the ones I definitely want them hitting me and not my pet. Oh wow, we got a lot of experience just over those last few kills. We're almost 8. Let's go. Wish I could make my pets sit down. West Gate at in 27 minutes at the West Gate, so I'm like right there. Of course, we're gonna have to run back and get spells, so it's like everything's kind of happening at once. MMO fatigue, right? Like, oh, here we go. Unlocking a quest at the West Gate. The quest will take you across the region. This says they would recommend familiarizing themselves with the existing class quests, which I don't really have time to do. And avoiding foes. I don't know. I may just skip it and go to Ekir. I feel like I'm gonna get better like footage. Those Ashira warrior bracers are worth like 2 silver apiece. Yeah, I'm in a little bit of a dilemma. Like, do I want to do it? Because, with the way they're explaining it, you will journey across several placeholder test zones with some glitches, and you'll want to be seasoned in avoiding foes. Basically, it sounds like corpse runs. I'm wondering if I wouldn't maximize my time just going to Telekir and getting some footage of that. Dang, I thought for sure that guy was going to level me up. I'm going like full send here. I don't even have mana. I'm just trying to hit this level, and I don't think I have the mana to gate though. It costs 55, so we'll just chill. We're almost there. Man, back is tight. Sitting at this desk too long yesterday, and I'm going to be doing it again today. Actually, I need to be careful running down off this rock because stuff hides in this rock. All right, Wolfrin just told me the spot is opening in 30. I'm gonna go ahead and just do that instead of trying to jam 2 things into one time frame. Cause yeah, there's level 8, so we just dinged, and we're just gonna gate back and yeah, if the spot's opening up, I feel like we're gonna get some good value and some good footage just doing that. And then I'll just catch up on what the event was all about with YouTube or something. I'm sure one of these other content creators, streamers, whatever, will be streaming that. So we can kind of see what we missed. So now we're level 8. We're going to head back. We're going to get spells. Hopefully I can afford them. And then we'll head out to Ekir. And that actually happened a little bit faster than I had thought it would. So first piece of business here is we'll go into the inn. And we'll sell. Because this guy will buy a bunch of stuff. And then the next thing we need to do is head out to the night market. We can sell this stuff. Although I'm not sure, do we want to hang on to this? Is 847. Do we want to hang on to that for a pet weapon? But if we're going to be fighting goblins in a fort, I think we're probably going to find a damage 9 weapon that we can give to our pet. So we'll sell this, sell this. The bracer, I'll try to remember to sell it. Let's see which way. I'm just going to go the way I know. Which is this way. So the bracer we can sell for 2 silver. Oh shoot, you know what we need to do? We need to get money out of the bank. Which is, I think, right over here. I hope is right over here. I'm already lost. I think might be that. No. Hold up, did I just run by it? No. Oh, that's called the caravan gate. Okay. Interesting. Oh, this is the bank right here. So we're gonna convert all our copper coin. We have precisely 24 copper, or 24 silver. Make sure we don't have anything we need to throw in the bank. I guess we can throw the incarnal residue in here. And we got a lot of water. Do we want to buy some food before we go? We'll just go ahead and buy some food. Let's see, does this guy have rations? He doesn't have anything. That's strange. Okay. I think you buy rations from this guy. There we go. We'll buy 10 rations. And then we bang her right here, and we go all the way down to the necropolis now. Let's see. We need to figure out how to get into the park. I think it's right here. Probably not taking the most optimal route, but I didn't want to run the risk of not being able to jump off over there. Yeah. I feel like that's new. Is that new? These park benches? I can't remember if they were there last time. So we're getting a new pet, and who knows what else, and hopefully we have the 23 silver is enough. I'm thinking it is. It might be kind of close. It's definitely quieter. Yeah, there's only 95 here. Yesterday it was like 300 around this time, but that was like the opening point for the server, so and also they have people spread out across multiple servers now. We go left here and up here. Ooh, I think we go up again. No. Does this guy have a quest for me? Trying to figure out what to do with those incarnal residues. And then here's our spell vendor, and we need. Let's start looking at the level 8. So Blood Pact is a lich spell. We want that. And then Lesser Spell Shield is a shielding spell. Life Sap. That's a new life tap. We want that. Uh, let's see. What's the deal here? Ghoul Pet. Wait, is there no... There's no level 8 skeleton pet? There's a new dot. What's Unholy Bulwark? It's Harm Shield. We're gonna get that. Upheave the Dead. Oh, that's the skeleton pet. Okay, thank goodness. See Invis. How much money do we have left? We have 12. We're going to get all of them because we don't know when we're going to play again. And that pretty much tapped us out. We got like 4 silver left. Okay. Blood Pact. We're going to go ahead and memorize these. We're going to put Harm Shield on the bar. That's our new pet spell. See Invis. I'm going to throw that on the next page because I'm probably not going to use it. You can't move your spells around yet, so keeping your spellbook organized is a challenge. You would have to plan it out from the beginning, and I was like, nah, I'm just gonna go for it. Right. Hopefully they add it later. I'm sure they will. It's just a matter of when they get around to it. Now we have 2 good dots here. All right, let's go. We're gonna get some Ekir footage today. Am I lost? Beds here. Ah, why is there so many beds in here? Is it for all like the young necromancers training? Yeah, I was supposed to go out here. It'll be really cool when they add some flavor to that room, like shelves with skulls in the walls, like things hanging from the ceiling. We got 43 bone chips. I don't know how. I like how the tooltips tell you like all the info you need to know, although it just says requires bone chips. So hopefully that means 1 bone chip. And yeah, Unholy Bulwark, so the cooldown is 5 minutes. That's why I threw that on my bar right away. So that's Harm Shield. And what Harm Shield does is it gives you 15 seconds of invulnerability, which is essentially how I normally use it on EQ. Is it's to get me either to a zone line, or if I know it's an absolute wipe, gets me to a spot where I can attempt to feign death or safely recover a corpse. But now we're headed out to Telekir. I'm super excited. We need to go that way. This is like the monk guild. So I need to go that way, but I need to go around. Oh, I totally goofed this up. I am loving this game though. I feel like this is the product of a handful of very smart people who took a look at what was going on with MMOs, and they did a very cerebral analysis of like what's going on with this market, right? Like the market is large or not large. MMOs are not a large market anymore. There's also kind of a split based off what kind of gameplay you like and where you came into the MMO genre. Just because you came in late though doesn't mean you can't appreciate something like this or EQ Project 1999, classic EQ, or classic World of Warcraft. And just because you came in early doesn't always mean that you want this. But there was like a gap in the market for people like me and other people who enjoy this old school style, and we're looking around and we're going, where can we get this? And our only viable options are like emulated servers of 24-year-old games or Blizzard's classic WoW, which has kind of taken a turn in a way. Because, I mean, love that team, love what they're doing, and I know they don't get to make all the decisions. But honestly, if they had just relaunched Classic, I would probably not be playing P99. But they didn't. So they did Season of Discovery, which is really cool idea, and it's like great that they're trying something new, and I hopefully it works for them. But I didn't really want new, at least when it came to WoW. So to go back to what I was talking about, there's like this gap. Pantheon was supposed to fill the gap. It didn't. It has failed to produce anything substantial in a number of years. And these guys went, okay, clearly there's still people out there that want this. It's not going to be a massive commercial success, but it can be a good project and it can be a good experience. So what do? They got to work on a game and they know essentially I feel like well one they're really in touch with the community, but two they kind of already know what we want. And who knows, I'm not saying this happened, but maybe it started as kind of an idea of like what would EQ look like in Unity? I don't know if that's the case, and it probably isn't, but I could see that being a topic of discussion. Like, hey, what would EQ look like? A lot of people do that. They do Unity, like, I've seen Morrowind Unity, I've seen Daggerfall Unity, and I could see that being a thing where it's like, hey, what would this look like in Unity? What would EQ look like in Unity? And then it just kind of went from there. Yeah, there's a lot of people out there that and they know what we want, right? So do we want to log in and get slapped at the cash shop right away? No. Do we want to see the game deteriorate over a few years for quality of life, quote unquote? I don't have my webcam on, or I would be doing air quotes. Quality of life improvements, right? That actually kind of turn your game into a Care Bear game. No, we've already seen that. And that's why I say these guys like they've been looking at what has been going on in the industry for the last 20 years. And they're going, how do we capture some of that in a little bit more of a modern graphics engine, modern setting, capture some of that magic from the previous, you know, 25 years ago gameplay? Because what people, not people, I think what a lot of devs miss about the MMO genre is massive is only one part of it. And I think a lot of games think, or a lot of designers have thought, well, we just need to make a giant world. That's what people are after. That's not all what people are after. Sure, it's cool. It's great to have a giant world with lots of places to go. But if that was the only thing I cared about, I'd go play freaking Assassin's Creed or whatever. I don't like open world games, but you get what I'm saying. If massive was the only selling point, then we would play those games. So then you go to the next part, multiplayer. Well, MMOs, a lot of them now are like single player with chat. They're any class can solo all the way to the max level as long as you sit in front of the keyboard for long enough. Like, yeah, what that's great. Like Guild Wars 2 is a good example. I think it's a really cool game. I don't think it's a bad game. But I've played probably 40, 50 hours of Guild Wars 2, and I don't think I've ever had to interact with anybody once. We got a Dunes Madman up here. We need to watch out. And then when I did do some like open world boss type stuff, I didn't really get the feel that like we were truly working together outside of like reviving each other. But it wasn't like, oh, I'll mesmerize this guy so that my tank doesn't take too much damage so that my healer doesn't get overrun with his mana bar. Like that wasn't the gameplay. The gameplay was like, oh no, we got, somebody went down, go run over here. Any class can do that, right? Any class can run over to somebody and push revive. And then even, World of Warcraft, sure, retail, different classes have different abilities, but they've kind of dumbed everything down to the point where there's no class identity. And it's also still kind of a online game with like solo game with chat to where like the gameplay loop and WoW, and it could be different now, but in the last few times I've tried retail was like log in, do dailies, which you do solo, uh, and then go farm old mounts unless you're a raider. And I'm sure like mythic somebody listening to this that's done mythic raiding is probably like, you don't know what you're talking about. Sure, but for a vast majority of people, they're not doing that. And so there's another point on these games, on these older MMOs. Like, I don't even know what the max level of monsters and memories is or going to be, and it's completely irrelevant to me anyway because I'm just enjoying doing this. Like, if your game makes you feel like proud to hit level 5, then you're doing something right. Like if your game makes you feel like you're having a true adventure like I am right now at level 8, you're doing something right. I shouldn't feel like I gotta like Elder Scrolls Online, good example, which I guess good and bad example, because you can get like a really good adventure feel out of that game, even just playing through it solo. But like, you shouldn't feel like you gotta go grind zombies to hit the max level as fast as possible on a character. the journey is just as, if not more important than the destination. And if you keep that in mind when you're designing your game, you're going to build a gameplay loop that keeps people satisfied and wanting to come back. And then when you hit the max level and you can go kill that god in that plane or that giant dragon, that's icing on the cake. That wasn't like, shouldn't, in my mind, be present in your thought process 24/7 as you're going through this game of like, oh, this sucks. I just need to get to level 50 so I can finally kill that dragon. Okay, I remember going across this bridge. And I think the devs know that. They've clearly they understand it. And it's I think it's because they are gamers that are making a game. And that's not to say that other developers aren't gamers making games. I'm sure they're gamers too, but this is an indie studio, so they don't have to try to explain all this stuff to um, you know, a dude who's trying to get his third vacation home in Switzerland and he wants you to throw a freaking cash shop in the game and just got invited to the party. And he doesn't, they're looking at it and going, well, if you put this level 60 boost in here, it'll probably, our analysis tells us it'll make you, $150,000 a quarter or whatever. Like, and these guys know that none of that stuff's going to fly on this game anyway, and they're not even going to consider it. And if you have an RMT problem, you fight the RMT problem through investigation and bans, not through. I don't want to have an actual human being employed to figure out what the hell's going on in my game world because that's going to cost me X number of thousands of dollars a year. So we're going to do an automated system slash put in a WoW token, and that's how we fight the RMT problem. But this game's probably not going to be large enough. It's going to have RMT, guaranteed. Every game will have it, no matter what. Well, not no matter what, but guaranteed it'll have RMT. But I don't think it's going to be so big. The game's not going to be like that massive to where you're going to have like huge amounts of RMT activity going on, I would hope. I feel like it's going to be more small time, like, people selling gold to their friends or whatever versus Susan Express. You guys remember Susan Express from WoW? It was always so weird because I'm like, who the hell is Susan and why do they want to sell me gold? You log into WoW and you get a whisper right away. Hello, choose SusanExpress.com. You're like, what? Who's Susan? I think that it's actually Susan means something in Chinese or something, and that's what that was actually for. I'm trying to Google it, but I don't see anything. I don't know. I think there was a reason why it was called Susan Express, but it's just so bizarre because you're like Susan Express. Like, okay, so we're at the gate. We see Wolfrin, and what we're trying to figure out now is, can we just go around him? Oh, here. We'll just dismiss the pet. Okay. Invis is nice. Oh, I don't have C invis. Oh well. We're hopefully these guys don't have C invis. This is where we grouped last night, and this was very Orc Hill. Like, super Orc Hill vibes. You can park right in the middle, it's nice and safe, and then you can just pull from the surrounding camps. And then supposedly this is Ekir, and let's see. There's the zone line. I'm going to go ahead and update the stream info to say Ekir Dungeon. And then now, oh, I'm starting to appear. Oh, goodness. Okay, I see Wolfrin. He must have see-invis on because he's looking for me. I'm just going to try to stay with him and keep our little aggro box as small as possible. Okay, he's got one, but he doesn't look like he's fighting it, so he must know where he's going. Yep, there's the group. All right. Now we are in Ekir. And we got a few things we're going to do. So, one, we need a new pet. We get him on there. Two, we're going to cast Blood Pact, so now we have a Lich spell. We have a level 10 Druid as our healer. Ooh, my pet took a bunch of damage. We need to turn Provoke off, and oh, we need to get Lesser Spell Shield up. Okay, he said let's start moving in, so we are... I didn't realize we were gonna move from here. And now we need to keep an eye on our health, because we're now ticking health down. But we're getting mana. I gotta ask Anthril, where did you get that cool back? How come everybody's got a backpack but me? Oh wait, Soda Ranger doesn't. And now with the Lich spell, we can also really start fulfilling the mana battery. Mana battery obligation that necromancers have in groups to keep our healer nice and topped up. Ooh, this looks... Look at that. Wonder where we're going. Are we the only people in here? I think we are. And let's, I don't feel like our healer shouldn't be in there meleeing. He should be just trying to get mana, but... Sit down, man. Sit. We need your heals. I'm gonna mana battery you, but you gotta meet me halfway. Oh, did he must have like rooted that one just to get a single pull. That's nice. Oh yeah, he's casting like moonfires and stuff. I don't. Okay. As long as it doesn't cause us issues, I'm not gonna micromanage how people play or try to start telling them what they need to do. But he's our only healer, so we got plenty of damage. Plus, if I'm giving him mana, I want him healing. But we're gonna start collecting some goblin meat, boys. There we go. Now he's sitting. Good gob. Let's get some shots here. Yeah. Are we still moving? Or is this the spot? We could go deeper. Famous last words. Ah, I can't type today. Oh my gosh. Okay. Come on, druid. Goblin druids, interesting. I thought that was interesting that they could make druids. I would figure shaman, yep, druid, definitely unique. Not saying it's bad. I should probably try to explain to him though. I'm gonna try to explain to him kind of how I think it should go to keep us the safest. Ooh, that's not good. Oh, I thought he was gonna go on the wall. There we go. Try to do a little bit of kind of like coaching, I guess, versus doing the MMO neckbeard thing of like, actually, you should be setting down because I get 4.2 more DPS than you if I don't feed you mana for you to moonfire. I don't want to do that. Just try to be kind of cool about it. Ooh. These are white cons, so there's a bunch of them. Ooh, this is pretty. What's going on over here? Is that a waterfall or yeah, it's a waterfall. Cool shot there. He's kind of trying to so Wolfern's trying to figure out how to navigate this right here. Okay, we got two. Ooh. So I'm thinking we need to get some damage going out because there's three of these guys. And it looks like my pet's already getting beat on pretty good here. There we go. Yeah, beat on me, let me drain tank. Oh, I'm getting a lot of heals. I actually don't need these heals. Nice. Nicely done. Man, Wolfern's level 12. What a Chad. I don't want to pose myself and say like, hey, don't heal me. I can drain tank, but and then not get heals and when I need them and end up dying. Oh man, this game is getting its hooks in me. All reds up there. So yeah, if they're red to Wolfrin, we don't need to mess with them. So I like this because these guys are, Wolf he knows what he's doing. He's scouting it out. He's trying to go slow and be smart. I did put it out to chat here that if anybody finds a weapon that's damage plus 9 or 9 plus and they drop it on the pet, he's gonna wreck things. It will help everyone. As long as he doesn't pull aggro and die, I guess. Caster. Oh, he's resisting. Pretty sure I just cast that spell on myself. He's tough. Rotate kicks. Yeah, Wolf knows what he's doing. Alright, we need to do some more casting here, because... Oh, shoot. Oh, he resisted, like, all of my spells. We got so lucky there wasn't anything. If there was a group of enemies up here, that would have been bad, bad, bad. Probably need to med before, we take on another one of those. I would be more comfortable if we stuck down there. What's he got? Does he have something? Oh, I thought he pulled. Yeah, two of them might be kind of rough. Because it's a caster and a warrior, he said. I just see the one. He's asking if anybody needs a new Forge. Oh, okay. I thought maybe there was when he said caster as a qualifier, like any casters need a torch. I was like, They fixed mistakes made at character creation. He's asking if we're ready. 2 greens and a yellow. Definitely don't want to die in here. I can just give away mana now. I've got this Lich spell, but if you notice, the Lich spell is supposed to drain your health. However, I chose, where is it? Right here. Regeneration. 100% health regeneration. As soon as I saw that, I was like, yep. Alright, we got... Looks like we just got one. Ooh, that spell just chugs your mana. I think it hits good. Oh, yeah, they resist. I may not even worry about doing dots or anything, because, yeah, I've been resisted on every single spell. So we may just give our mana away to the druid. Yeah, he's saying we should head back to the gobs. I feel like it's only a matter of time before we wipe here. With two, like, we get two um, redcon enemies, and we're in trouble. Okay, looks like we're going the invis route, and he did invis my pet. Fizzle, fizzle. I guess I should probably go because I'm not. I should have put C and Viz. If I'd have known we were doing this, I'd have put C and Viz on me. And I think it's this way. Here we go. And we probably have repops down here, so yep. There's Wolfrin. I see some light, some floating light sources. I like that about EQ and this game is that even though you're invis, you can see their light. Give some mana away here. Waluvu says tense. Yeah, oh yeah. Ooh, we got a fire. Nice. I think the thing I gotta be careful of is doing the like tab target and sending my pet off to fight something by accident. That's what I need to watch out for. Alright, now we're gelling. We're getting some experience. Ooh, what's this? Damage 6. Oh well, it might be worth something. Gotta make up for the 20 plat or silver we just spent on spells. Okay, we're gonna try to get some action shots here as well. Oh, I just opened the campfire. I was like, what was that noise? Alright, let's get some action shots of people fighting. Perfect. Yeah. Smile for the camera, Waluval. Oh, he disappeared. Kevin M, what's up? No, there's at least one level. I think there's a level 13. There we go. That's a good shot right there. Wolfrin here in our group is level 12. And I think there's a 13. Oh, we're moving. We just got a campfire. Or does this work as a campfire? Nope. My pet get up here. Is he gonna like do something stupid? Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Stop. Stop. Okay. He's gonna come up here. Okay, looks like he made it down. Pet makes me nervous running around like that. Oh, watch the left, dude. What's behind us, too? Good shots. I'm gonna, yeah, there we go. Nice, that was a good shot, actually. I'm trying to help my group, but also get some shots. And I have my Lich spell now, so I've got some better mana regen here, and I'm just basically playing mana battery for the healer, because everything is resisting all my spells. And we're in a kind of a outdoor-ish dungeon, indoor-outdoor dungeon, which is cool because we were talking about that last night on stream. I was good with hanging out back there, but I mean, I guess then we wouldn't see anything. We wouldn't explore and learn the zone. I kind of like doing that at higher levels, though, where I'm not going to die and lose my stuff. We're in some tunnels, but they're pretty empty. Oh, we were just here. Well, now we know there's a way around. Wonder what that your spirit feels exposed. I wonder what that means. I like how with the backpack the goblins kind of look like the goblins from Final Fantasy XI. Oh, it's like an arena. That's cool. Ooh, what's this? I saw them all like back out like it was there was a Redcon named mob in there or something. My my assumption is that this will get filled out. This will get populated. It's possible there's going to be with factions there's a possibility we'll be seeing quests. So you could either be on like the Ashira side or the Goblin side, and there will be quests potentially. This is just my guess if they're following kind of the EQ formula. And so that could be like the town. Night Harbor will be rebooted to get some people unstuck. Aw, GMs are such bros, man. They saved my butt yesterday in Tomb. I was gonna be begging on the streets in Night Harbor. I don't think I want to jump over there because my pet's gonna do some weird stuff. Oh no. Okay, we're going back to the campfire. Okay, he's running straight through. Got it. That campfire makes a big difference in the experience from what I've seen so far. Looks like we've got everybody. Okay. And the experience bar is moving good. Grab some weapons to sell. I'm glad I came out here. I love doing stuff like this. Let's see. Oh, the blood pact is up. I was wondering why my mana was not coming back. There we go. Okay, I'll be right back and stick around for more Ekir Monsters and Memories. Alright, I'm back. My druid needs mana. Ooh, is it? Sound effects went away and it Might be getting disconnected. Apparently my pet won't take a damage 9 great Sai. He would look so much cooler with a Sai. I don't know why he won't take it. That's kind of silly. Blood Pact is I think 2 mana per tick. Oh boy. Well, when those spells hit, they hit hard, but I seem to get resisted a lot. Oh, I forgot to unmute my mic. I was saying how I definitely feel like the EQ grouping coming through out here. It's got the same kind of pace to it. Give some mana to my buddies here. And we'll shoot some action shots here in a minute. Let's get some anthril. Oh boy. He was making a run for it. Yeah, there we go. Ooh, that was a good one. Anytime I can catch that death animation, that's the stuff that's gonna go in the video. I don't like how when you reposition the camera, it makes you stand up. Good experience in here, though. Oops. A little too dark there. Ooh, we got repops. I'm gonna save my mana for the druid. Oh boy. Let's try to get my pet on this one. Yeah, we gotta be by the campfire. We gotta get that campfire experience. Yeah. It's like trying to balance helping your group with getting some good footage. Tough balance. I'll wait till we're all meted up and we got like single poles and I can capture some more action. I wonder how the little event is going. Ooh, yeah, good over the shoulder shot there. Oh, that was a good one. Almost 60% to 9. Honestly, didn't expect to hit 9 during this playtest. Let's see, who's the highest out there that's not Anon? There's no 13s. There's no 14s, so 12s. Wolfrin is now amongst the highest. Fex is definitely, unless he's not experiencing, Fex is further along. So you get faction with Binu Ansar. I think that might be the Ashira. We're getting Ashira rep right now. But theoretically, as long as it's the same Ashira that are further up in this zone, which I have reason to believe it is, if we were to do this for long enough, we could just walk through the rest of that zone. Nice. Now, no one tell anyone about this place. Ooh, we got 3. These are kind of lower, though. They don't seem too challenging. Give some mana to Anthril. Looks like we're moving. 60%. Oh, okay. I guess he didn't like it. Not really sure what we're doing, but okay, it looks like we're pulling. The the ranger is like extremely slow. This guy here. Look how slow he is. Oh, my pet's gonna die. Get back, pet. No. Jeez, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. My pet keeps getting aggro. Oh wait, I know you gotta turn off provoke. Nice, we got another campfire. I need to start looting a little bit more. I'm so broke, I got 4 silver on me. This is working really well though, because I can just keep feeding mana to the druid. Oh man, lost another pet. How many bone chips do these take? I think 1 or 2. Ah, turn off provoke. Oh, they're fighting like right on top of me. I'll just wait to send my pet in until a little bit later. I think the pet's just, he's really good damage. Pulls a lot of aggro. Lots of good shots in here. I've already got a good storyboard going for the video too. It's going to be more like entertainment value focused versus like, you know, this game does this game does that. It's going to be more like more fun. 'Cause I've already talked about it. I've talked about the game a lot already in the few videos I've made, so I don't need to rehash even more points about, you know, oh, it feels like EQ, or they're getting this right, or they need to work on this. I feel like that's all kind of been done. So the next video is just going to be like goofy music and funny situations and grouping and telling stories about how we, you know, you meet with different players and form these groups and go to these cool places. So over the shoulder with Wolfrin. Oh, my cleric needs mana, or druid. Mana battery incoming. Graphics look really good though. For like the stylized, you know, cartoony style. He just walked right towards me. Let's see, can we get a shot of everybody hanging out here by the... Wait, I need to move. Move right there. There we go. Solar would turn, that would be perfect. I like how there's a guild now called Anything But Goblins. That's funny. Everybody looks so brooding. The goblins do when they're like squatting like that. They look like they're angry about something. Ooh, yeah, there we go. Solar turned. Perfect. Oh, no, no, he's blocking Waluval, and there's really no way around it. It's definitely something I've picked up on as I've done more videos is like the need to capture like 3 to 5 second shots like that and not manipulate the camera too much because there was a lot of times where I had good shots on EQ, but I moved too fast and it made it really hard to edit it later because I was just too jumpy and like, oh, look at this. Okay, over here. Okay, over here. And then I'll go back in and try to clip that to like a thing that I was talking about. And it was too short for me to loop without being like incredibly obvious. So now I try to get like a good at least 5 seconds in one spot. Yeah, we're the only people in here. They're talking about how everybody else is out in Wormsbane wiping nonstop, and we're all just in here chilling. And yeah, this guy's got a good point. Worms is claustrophobic, and that might be why I was having trouble when I first got in there and first started grouping. Why I was having trouble parsing in my brain what was going on and what needed to be done. Yeah, we're definitely gonna hit 9. We might be able to hit 10 before the end of this playtest. There's a lot of time left in the playtest, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to spend all day playing. Try to get some different shots of each of the different party members as well. Let's see, we haven't gotten anything with solar. Let's get solar backstabbing here. No, pet. Dang pet. Uh-oh. There we go. Pretty chaotic. I like how you can command your pet during a spell too. On EQ, you can't do that. At least the old Project 1999, you can't. Oh boy. Oh my. He's got like 4 or 5. He keeps... Oh no. Are we getting pops too? We're just gonna dump our mana onto the healer if it gets dicey. Looks like they're going down kind of fast, so it's actually not that big of a deal. It seemed like there was probably 4 there. So it seemed like that was going to be a lot. Wolfrin likes to push it a little bit. He'll go get 3, 4 mobs sometimes. And it looks like I need a new blood pact. I need to do some looting as well. Someone is already looting that. There we go. Ooh, I think my girlfriend is baking cookies. Smells sweets. Wolfrin's halfway to 13. Let's see, are there any 13s? It's only showing the Anon players when you who all. Might just be me, but I get like a lot of DAOC vibes in this too. It's maybe because the engine's a little bit floatier than EQ. But I almost feel like I'm playing classic DAOC sometimes when I'm playing this. Rusty Great Sigh. Oh, now he's got it. I wonder if it's... Maybe only I can give the pet weapons. Yeah, look at him now. Now he looks real scary. Trying to figure out how to show my own nameplate. Don't think there was anything in here. Show name on. Hmm. Yeah, I need one of these backpacks. These guys with the backpacks, I'm jealous. I don't know. They must have saved up a bunch of money. I was not able to really save a lot of money between the spells, and I didn't really loot a lot last night while I was grouping. The good thing about Necro is you can just go solo somewhere and make your own money. It's not a big deal. Oh, time to go. Oh, druids can summon food and water. I guess he's level 10, so maybe that's... I don't know when they get their spell levels, but people are asking him for food and water, and so... I wonder what your spirit feels exposed. What does that mean? Oh no, pet's getting beat up. Gotta get back. Oh, you can click it off. I thought it was like a debuff. Man, there's so much to like learn about this game. And I love the early days of these games before there's a lot of info where people come up with like rumors and the one I always remember is the for like the cat pelts and the bear pelts and all that. People saying that like you can't use a slashing weapon or whatever, or else you're not gonna get a high quality cat pelt. Just stuff like that. I don't think we've listened to the music in here either. See what that's all about. Still, yeah, like actually, I think this sounds familiar. It's is it the same as Night Harbor for right now? Oh no, I know this is a new track because the composer Robert Ingstrand, he actually dropped me a sub on my YouTube, and so I think I did the same for him, and he put a new track out, and it was this one. Gotta watch my minion's health. I'm gonna have to let him rest for a few fights if he survives this one. I wish I could give my health to my minion. That would be nice. As much as I want to send my pet in, if I keep sending him in, he's gonna die, and he's got a decent weapon right now, so. And the healer's pretty busy with his mana bar and the tank, so I don't want to ask for a pet to get healed. Steam Mall. Actually, I don't think it really matters. I think they're both... Actually, no, I think that is worth more than short sword. Yeah, I'm gonna ask for some pet heals, because it's actually... The pet does pretty good damage. This is, music doesn't really fit the zone, uh, at least from what I know about it. I was kind of would think it would be a little bit more like, kind of like an Orgrimmar type sound. There we go. This fits it a little bit better. Yeah. If you're watching on YouTube later, this won't be in your... You won't be able to hear the music, but if you want to follow along, it was one of the battle themes from Morrowind. For those of you watching at home. Ooh, we need to... drop some mana on our healer here. Ooh, almost there. Couple more kills and we'll be level 9. I love the pacing of this game because I feel like you can do so much before level 10 even. Like there's multiple dungeons near this main city here. There's 2 big outdoor zones, 2 dungeons. It's really cool. Let's get some anthril action shots. We've gotten plenty of Solar and Wolfrin. Let's get some anthril. Oh boy. It's got 3. I'm gonna have to actually focus on what I'm doing. There we go. We got it under control. Your time to shine, Anthril. Ah, Pet tried to steal the spotlight. And we hit level 9. Here we go. Go, Anthril. What's up, baby? Alright, let me mute my bike real quick. Alright, this just in, we're having chicken fried steak for dinner. The mage water pet actually gives mana regen to the whole group. As a necro, I feel a little bit invalidated. I don't know how they're gonna balance that. Like, how do you make necros give them some viability in the group, you know? Thank you, dear. All right, sorry about that. I had to take a quick cookie break. My girlfriend brought me a cookie. Yeah, if mages are bringing mana regen to the whole group, I think the way to do it would be to make the targeted mana, like giving the mana away, more efficient. Because I guess one thing is you have control over who gets the mana, right? So, like, I'm choosing to give it to the druid. So it needs to be more mana regen than a flat rate from a pet. Or else you're going to take the pet every time. Because the pet's still doing damage too, just like the skeleton is. And I actually see like surprisingly few of the elementalists. That's the mage class. The EQ magician is the elementalist in M&M. And I don't see very many of them. What is this? Rusty Maul? Oh, I guess I can get rid of the... No, I think the bows. I think the bow is actually going to sell for more. Oh, wait. Action shots of Waluval. Oh, wait. He's not doing anything. More Wolfrin. The group is wondering if you can take the corrosion off of the bronze weapons. That would be interesting. Dude, we're almost 20% to 10. There are no level 13s yet. Oh, glass flats. I've never seen that. And day two, definitely seeing less people on in day two than in day one. Because we're probably prime time, I would guess now. And there's 143 people on. Yeah, there's a bunch of people in glass flats now. Probably the folks doing the GM event or developer event quest, which I opted not to in favor of doing this. And they said it was going to take you to new areas. I hope they don't show up here. Kevin, what's up? What's the GM event? They announced that they were doing a quest event, and the first 25 players, everybody who finishes gets something, and the first 25 players get a bonus. And that started about 2 hours ago, and I'm doing a slash who all of the glass flats, which is a zone I've never been to. And I'm seeing there's 15 people out there, so my guess is the quest is taking them to that area. But I decided I was going to go here instead. And get some footage of Ekir. Only got to play to level 5 or 6 yesterday and haven't played today. Yeah, I did 10 hours yesterday, and I don't have 10 hours in me today, so I'm probably gonna hit level 10 here in Ekir, and I'm already 20% the way there. And then I'll probably call it from there. I find it hard to commit to grinding when I know the character is going to disappear at any moment. Totally agree, totally concur. For me, it's Wolfrin is getting beat up, and he might be line of sighting the healer. I'm going to sacrifice my pet to try to take some pressure off him. I'll get back to that thought in just a second. Pet's going to die. Oh, I don't have any mana. There goes the pet. That's okay. We saved Wolfrin. So, if I wasn't making content for this, like YouTube videos and kind of documenting how these playtests go, I wouldn't probably be nearly as committed. Because you're right, like the character is going to disappear at some point. I think they might do something as kind of a nod, I hope, to like those people who helped do this. But that's just my intuition. That's not anything official that I've heard from anybody or seen on the Discord. But hopefully they do something as kind of like a thanks for playtesting our game. We appreciate you type deal. But yeah, if I wasn't making videos, I wouldn't be nearly as committed to grinding on a character that's gonna disappear. Although I will say, like, I am really enjoying it. How did I get my buff window to rotate? I didn't. I drug it so it's like huge. You can see it's like going all the way down. I just kind of drug it down here and it's like hiding some of the buffs or some of those slots that are not being used. Yeah, I've been trying to get my name to show. Oh, it finally worked. Oh, wait. I guess it only shows when I target myself. That's so weird. What does reset UI do? If I click that, is it gonna like rearrange everything? I'm like afraid to fix it, to click it. Very original name, good one, yeah. I kind of was going off the I'm just jumping in to test this. I didn't expect there to be a playable game by any means. I figured it was going to be like running around Night Harbor and just looking at stuff, which I did for the first video or two. And now we have more or less a pretty playable game here. So I just stuck with it. One thing that I'm seeing, I was talking about earlier, is the Magician Pet gives mana regen, and I'm feeling a little bit invalidated as a Necromancer who can give away mana. So I'm wondering how they're balancing that. Because if you have a magician in the group, they give away mana to everybody. I can only give away mana to one person at a time. It's kind of crazy how fun the game is, yeah. And I've also been trying to get some like action shots of the combat. I think I want to make, to that point, I think I want to make a class video. There is a class video out there. It's like 30 minutes, but it was made like a year ago by the developers. And I think I want to make a shorter one that just hits the high points. But I need to like really gather the notes and make sure I'm speaking truth based off what they've said because I don't want to spread bad information. Yeah, it is definitely I don't have a lot more info other than to summarize that. So yeah, a bit like something that would highlight the abilities and all that. Uh I don't really have that info either because it's really not out there. giving away my whole mana bar to this cleric here. Or druid, not cleric, my bad. Just go class to class vendor to vendor and look at all the spells. It would be time consuming, yeah. I don't have a lot of time left in this playtest too to do something like that. Ah, this video is louder. There we go. I was playing some music to try to give some atmosphere to this, but I'm just going to mute it because I get tired of micromanaging the music. Yeah, my next video is actually going to be more focused on like the entertainment aspect. So I've already got a good kind of storyboard going and some music ideas. And it's not going to be as much like, hey, check out this game because of X, Y, or Z. It's going to be more like, here's all the fun I had this weekend playing this game. And rather than diving deep into why each situation was fun, I'm just going to try to show it from more of a bunch of people playing a game together perspective versus a I like MMOs and this is what I like about old MMOs perspective, because I've already got videos doing that. And I don't have anything new to say. It's delivering on all the things that I expected it to. And once they get some polish in there, like it's gonna be a great game. Like all the stuff's already there. Honestly, I had fun just building a campfire and soloing crocodiles, yeah. Yeah, it's been a good play test. And it was another one of those things where I woke up and was like, ooh, I want to play. Spellblade is like a win for your shaman. Yeah, I noticed that. They're very proc heavy. Is that what you've been playing, Kevin? I can't remember what you said you made. Anthril here, this guy right here is a Spellblade. And it could just be me, but it looks like he's been getting more procs. Now that he's higher level. He was level 5 last night. He's now level 9. I think my pet's gonna die. Yeah, he just got toasted. Oh, it's 10%. Oh, that's the wiki, yeah. I don't know how accurate the wiki is. I think you get dual wield at level 10. That's what he was talking about, so he's pretty excited for that. We're all just now figuring out how to auto split the coin. I'm honestly not worried about it. I saw later on you get some DDs, but I was hoping for more than just one attack for 10 levels. That is interesting because I've talked about it on stream a couple times how the Necro already started feeling like a complete class at level 4 versus on EQ you feel like a crappy mage for like 20 plus levels. And you don't have a whole lot until you're in your mid to late 20s. And shoot, by level 8 here, I've got Lich, I've got Twitch for giving mana away. I've got 2 different dots. So it feels like I've already got a good tool set. I don't have Invis yet. I wish I had Invis. Wind Fury playstyle is hard to balance. Yeah, you don't want to give it. It needs to be like it is. It's almost unbalanceable in a way because no, I'm not gonna say that, but it's like you said, it's really hard because it if you give them too much, they're gonna feel really overpowered. So it needs to be a balance of you get those dopamine hits whenever you see that like big boom or the Wind Fury procking 2, 3 times like in a quick succession. But then how do you balance that where you're not feeling like you're gonna die if it doesn't proc? Because that's like the issue with those proc based classes is when you're trying to solo something or you're trying to fight in a big encounter and the procs aren't happening, you're like, oh, the procs need to happen. Needs to happen. I could technically 3-shot a white mob or get absolutely clapped. That's kind of funny. That stinks though. I don't think I would enjoy that very much. But I guess that's kind of the draw. That's that whole class identity thing, right? Where some people might like that RNG. So play Spellblade if you like to gamble is what I've been saying. Yeah, I'm wondering how they're gonna balance the mana regen for Necros versus Mage because the elemental water pet gives mana regen to the whole group. I watched an enchanter totally struggle with charming earlier and then die to his charm pet. And I know that the devs, at least on that class overview a year ago, had talked about if they were not even sure if they wanted to leave charming in. And I kind of understand that. It's charming's another one that's like hard to balance. It's way OP on old school EQ. It's risky. It's like kind of high risk, but at the same time, like once you get it down, it's not undoable. And once you get it down, you're really good. Let's see. It would probably be fun as hell when twinked out with a nice weapon. Yeah, there's not a lot. I haven't seen a lot yet, but I'm sure they're gonna have twinking in the game. That's a part of the experience. And I don't see them going like the WoW route of everything is no drop, soulbound, whatever, no trade. I think they're going to want a robust economy. They're going to want that aspect of, okay, I'm done with this set of gear. I'm going to give it to a low level player and make his day. Oh no, the fire's gone. What should we do? I've been just relying on everybody else making the fires. I haven't even figured out how you do it. Always carry enough wood for multiple fires. Yeah, that was something I kind of skipped. Requires 8, so it's kind of a pain, but the fire is nice. Yeah, it gives you like good uh, XP from what I can tell. I definitely notice a difference when I'm next to a fire than when I'm not. Yeah, I feel like this is my last like thing on the playtest. because I'm not gonna stream and play for 10 more hours. I've got more than enough content for like a really good, probably 10-minute video. It might actually be a longer video. And I'm probably not going to be streaming EQ until I'm done with that video. Or I may stream like twice next week, but not like every night like I usually do. That way I can just focus on getting this video out, because timing does matter, and I think this playtest has generated some good buzz. Although what I could do is work on that video and try to have it out in like a week or two, and try to do it a little bit better than just like the Nathan Napalm EQOA nostalgia videos, where they're kind of more like it's just a lot of like talking. That's definitely not what I'm gonna do on this one. It's gonna be hard to play EQ. I don't think so. I'm actually like I kind of woke up this morning and was like, man, I need to go finish my this or that on my solo cell phone. I'm still really invested in getting Mr. Best Friend through that challenge. Alright, we're going to kill the interface here and get some shots. I have some good ones of us like all hanging out by the fire. And that's one thing I did on this because I made a huge mistake when I streamed and recorded this last time. I didn't take the time to get shots. And the issue was like I had all my stream overlay and stuff up, like everything was in the way, and so it didn't look good when I was making like a video for this. And for this entire playtest, I've been just focused on getting good shots for the actual video content that I'll make. Yeah, I can't wait for it too. I'm like, I do think once this comes out, I probably won't touch EQ. This is probably a long way out though still. Let's see, I forgot how nice it is going to brand new places and knowing nothing. Yeah, exactly. That's like we're here in Ekir and we're the only people in Ekir. And I'm not entirely sure if anybody else has come here on this playtest. I'm not going to go ahead and say like we're the only ones, but I wouldn't be surprised if we were the only ones. We found this place last night just out looking, this guy Wolfrin, the level 12 ranger that's kind of leading this group. We found it while we were just looking for a place to group and get experience. So it was like, oh, hey, there's a zone here. Like we found the goblins outside, and then it was like, oh, hey, there's a zone here. Yeah, so the breakdown of this zone is there is a like a goblin side, that's the side we're on. And you can see we're getting faction, we're losing faction with the goblins, and we're gaining faction with whoever Binu Ansar is. And then if you run up there that way, there's a Shira side, those like fox looking people. And so what I'm thinking it's going to be like is it's going to be one of those zones where you can either side with one or the other, and there's going to be quests involved with either one or the other. The name of the zone is definitely familiar. Vaguely remember it from watching Eminem videos on YouTube. Yeah, I don't know what they've said about it, but that's just my like that's just what my intuition is telling me. There we go. So that's stuff right there that I wasn't doing when I was recording this last time. And you could tell when I was trying to make video content for it, I had like ugly stream overlays and chat boxes and all that was in the way, and that's why you can see I'm not streaming with anything else on. That way when I go to pull this video later, I can have good video like B-roll footage for making a like solid this is what I did, this is how much fun I had video. We're right at 3 hours though, so I'm actually killing this at the 3 hour point every time so that I don't have a long crazy 10-hour video on YouTube that no one's gonna watch.